There's a legend carved in fire, they call him Captain Kern, with a maker's hand and a warrior's soul. He stands unbroken where the thunder rolls.
Oi, oi, what's up, Brad?
He forges worlds from code and steel, turns battles chaos into something real. A problem solver with a gamer's might. He charts his course through the endless night. Raise your horns and let them burn for the strength of
What's up, Mac? How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
breaker of limits, builder of dreams. He sails through quests on electric streams. Storms may rise and shadows turn. Still we follow Captain When the halls grow dark, when the trials grow low, he answers fear with a victory song, a maker born with a fearless fire, a forge king rising ever higher. No mountain too jagged, no puzzle too deep, no dragon of doubt he cannot sweep. Crafting glory with every stride, the northern clans march.
What's up,
in
Jonathan?
sight. Raise your horns and let them burn for the legend Captain Kern. Warrior of pixels, master of flame, carving his saga, reclaiming his name. Stand as the fires of triumph return. Honor the might of Captain Kern.
Good afternoon, everybody. Whether you're new, whether you're old, whether you've been here before, whether you've never been through at all. Ah, yeah. Ah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hold on, everybody. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Excuse me. It has been one heck of a day. It's been one heck of a week. We've been pounding through this Voron build, and I was hoping to have it done yesterday. Didn't happen. Shit happens. But it has been a very interesting experience. What up, 3D Medic Vince? How you doing, buddy? Heston Claiborne, how are you? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are new here, legend, welcome. I am Captain Kern, and just did a little introduction for those new to the stream. I am a former game streamer turned maker, and this is my workshop. You guys are only seeing part of it right now, so we're building a Voron V0, and we've been having a lot of fun doing it. And hopefully we'll get finished today before the podcast tonight. So we'll see what happens. Oh, speaking of that, you guys doing any projects of your own? Let me ask you that. But let's see. Go to the build cam here. So let's drag this camera over here so we can get a better shot. There we go. I don't know why, but it seems awfully dark in here today, even with these new lights and everything. You know? And Vince is over there, over on the YouTubes now saying hello. You just can't stay in one place. Vince is he's an all-around just good guy. So we did, let me back up a second. We did a bunch off stream And we did a bunch off stream because I wanted to catch up on some stuff. Let's zoom out here. So here is the Voron. We have all the axes on here. So we have Z, we have X and Y. It's belted. It's all there. And now it says we're ready for a bed. However, we're going to skip ahead a little bit. And we're going to build an extruder. Howdy, Emmy, howdy. What's up, Daisy? How are you? So let's zoom in here. And we're going to be building the mini stealth burner that comes with the kit here. So we just have a few minor parts. And if you guys didn't see, this is the sick little mini stealth burner cover that I printed off for myself with my logo on it. Yeah, because I am that cheesy. I am that cheesy indeed. You're fan-frickin-tastic. Yeah, well, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. By the way, we did actually get my playlist working, so. There we go. Let's turn that down just a little bit. If the music's too loud, everybody just give me a shout and let me know. What's up, JPP in the house? How you doing, buddy? So we're going to skip ahead just a little bit from the bed, going to the extruder, because that's the way I want to do it. So let's break out the heat monster, because we got heat sets to put in. Stupid standoffs. Wait, were there 2 standoffs? I thought there was only 1. There might be 1 over there that I missed. I know I printed it all. I'm not real happy with this, but we might just have to do a little cleanup on it. It'll last for now, because we're going to be swapping this out. Art Stroke. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Let me look over here. Get the actual V0 out of the way for a second. I think I'm missing a part. My big head's going to be in the way, everybody. Oh, there it is. See, this is what happens. You kind of miss parts. Clean this up a little bit. There we are. Now we have 2. So we're going to be not printing up, but we're going to be putting together the extruder in the print head for this monstrosity. We have our gears right here and our extruder motor right there. And our fans are up there, so we should be good. We should be golden. Well, I appreciate the encouragement, my friend. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, we have the, what is this? Oh yeah, this is the V6 hot end right here as well. I love the crafty little wrenches that they give us. So we're going to lay everything out there. And a caution, this thing might be hot. Sticker. Well, I appreciate the advice there. Alrighty. So let's start off with the easy ones. One of these days I'll build a Frax. And do as I do, not as I, don't do as I do as I say. Safety first, children. Ow. That was hot. So how's everybody's day going? I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Make sure tonight you check out the Makers Making podcast over on Projects and Dad's Garage channel. I co-host over there every Friday night. It is the premier podcast for 3D printing and all that good stuff. You want to be a robotic engineer? Well, I appreciate that. That is a great field to get into. Oh yes, we're going to put heat sets into my pride and joy here. With my fat fingers, we'll try to get these in here. Ah, I'm burning it. There's not enough clearance on that, man. My iron's too thick. So that one down in the corner, I am just not sure how I'm going to get that in there because, yeah. I probably should have ordered a CNC Kitchen heat set insert. Thingamajobber, because dang. Let's try to orient this a bit better. Because it is long and skinny. There we go. I didn't burn that one. I burnt this edge a little bit, and I really don't like that. And then we have one more insert we got to place. Ooh, wait. Stand by. Where is that piece? So we have that piece. I know they were all printed. Stand by. We're going to have to move the camera here. And dig through the exhaustively large pile of parts over here. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I went through every set of parts to make sure I had everything printed. Just waking up. What did you miss? Is it done already? Oh, it's almost done. We're just doing the extruder. You know. We're doing the extruder for the second build. You know. That's how much you missed. It's like 6 months later. So I was advised the other night that I am lacking severely in emotes. So if anybody would like to contribute to the emote fund so I can pay, you know, somebody to actually create some decent ass emotes for me, feel free to do so, because that is something, unfortunately, that is not at the top of my purchasing list. I just don't have it in me right now to go, okay, I need to spend a bunch of money on emotes. I wish I did, you know, but I don't. Oh, I forgot to bring the camera back over. You guys are like looking at stuff going, what the hell is he doing? There we go. Move the cam back. Look at this. My wife is all the way in the house and she's still nagging, guys. Just kidding, wifey. I love you. I'm going to pay for that comment later. I know I will. That one's not flush. Yeah, I can't see this. See, I did it again. See? Now I'm in trouble. You guys are just gonna get me in trouble. Atmo, Fantech, what's going on? I'm doing pretty good. Adam, yo, dude, what's up? How you doing? That's what I'm gonna call you. Hey, dude. All right, so we've got that. Oh, wait. We forgot 2 on the bottom. This is where like 90% of the heat sets in this build, in this build or any build actually go. Is in the extruder. And the fun part is this extruder will only be on this machine for a short amount of time because I'll be replacing it with a dragon burner. But it won't be wasted because I will actually end up just taking it off and putting it on another machine. So, yeah, don't look too hard, man. Don't look too hard. I'm telling you what, eh? Yeah, remove the built-in support. I already did that, essay. All right, let's turn that beast off. Set this over here so it won't burn anything. Take a sip of coffee. Some coffee. We need some coffee. And then we get to learn how to put it together. So we take our little box of gears and we zoom in. I need better lighting here, damn it. Hold on. We need to get some lights in order here. Stand by, guys. So we're going to take this mount right here, take it off, place the phone there, Because I need an overhead light, and I don't have one here. Because this is just like way too dark. Ah, where'd it go? Oh God, that hurts. Because we do have a light that we can utilize. And I just need to figure out the best way to do this. All right. So I think, yeah, this will work. I can do this. This will be interesting. Y'all like, what the hell is this guy doing? Trust the process, everybody. Trust the process. There we go. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Now we have a spotlight on the work we're doing. Now you guys can see it better. So can I, because I'm blind. So this comes with a BMG, a standard BMG gear set. Which is pretty basic. Comes with a main gear, couple of bearings, set gears, a rod, some bearings, yeah, pretty simple. A lubrication film is required to ensure smooth operation and longevity. Y'all be good? Y'all right. You got to go, JPP. JPP is always on the move, everybody. And you guys should check him out eventually. I'm pretty sure he said he was going to be doing some streaming here in the near future, putting some content out. He's got fun things happening eventually. This is not the lubricant I was looking for. Where is the lubricant I was looking for? Well, that's thermal grease. That's not going to do us any good. Oof. Cat, where did I put the lubricant? Quick question. If you had to choose, would you fight 10 ants, the size of chihuahuas or 3 roosters the size of a goat? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Which would you fight? Ah, there it is. There it is. Yeah. I had actually forgot to go buy lubricant for this build because I was out. So this is what we're stuck doing. But this is more than enough, so there we are. There we go. Roosters all day. Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question. So we have our little syringe kebabi there with grease in it. So we take the 2 bearings, and what we're going to do is actually we're going to do the grease on the inside. It doesn't take much. Doesn't take much at all. And then we'll need to go get a paper towel to wipe the excess off. Does anybody have a favorite brand of shop towels? That's a good question. Now, no grub screw. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Which one of these does it want? Does it want with the grub screw or without the grub screw? Wipe alls. I haven't heard of that brand. I will have to keep that in mind. I think I got it lubricated enough, y'all. Oh yeah, she fits. Look at that. Piece number 1. You would choose the ants because I could kick them without remorse of kicking with Chihuahua. Well, there is that. Make sure you check your orientation. Well, if you don't have it the right orientation, it's not going to fit. Just saying. All right. The bearings must slip on and off the shaft easily. Do not shim into position. Press the bearings onto the shaft will damage them. Lightly sand the shaft if required. Well, there's also another way you can do this. You lightly apply a little bit of grease. Just saying. And look at that. They pop right on. And it goes just like that. Bald Viking, what's up? What's going on, buddy? It'll fit. I'm not fat, just bulky. Well, I'm losing weight, buddy. I'm down to 270, so I'm happy. Boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada bam, bam, bam. All right, so it tells us we need to get L super glue out. I prefer Mitra FL. So here's a fun story about this stuff, right? This brand right here. About a year ago, I was on stream going, you know what? I need more CA glue. I had yet to order any. So I go up and I actually ordered one, right? One pack of CA glue. A few, like 4 or 5 weeks later, I get not one, you know, and this is from Amazon, right? This is from Amazon. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, but 9 packs of this straight from the manufacturer. Pretty cool. Don't know how, don't know why, but yeah. So I don't think I'm going to need to buy this stuff for a long time. So whomever at that company that did that, thank you. Because I love this stuff. But like all other super glues, you really got to watch it. If it tips over, it'll dry out the head pretty easily. There we go. And when doing this to a nut, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. You really don't need to do much. One of my favorite tricks is to grab a zip tie. Anything small, right? Anything small, something disposable, like a zip tie, right? So you take your dab of super glue. Because you don't need much. Instead of applying it directly, you know, from the bottle, use it the tip of the zip tie because it's much more accurate. Ah! Of course, my hands aren't accurate at all. Did that thing just... She's in. Slow day, y'all. Everybody's over at David's stream. I don't blame him. David's much more entertaining than me. He's also better looking. He's one handsome fella. Always remember, before you close your bottle, squeeze it, pull that super glue out of the tip. That is a pro tip. Makes your super glue last tons longer. MR85 bearing. Where's that? The only MR85 bearings are the ones that are on this damn shaft. Seriously, chat. There was no other MR85 bearings in this. I'll bet you this is the bearing it's looking for. And in order for that to run true, that's going to need to be shimmed. Look, I can hear the noise out of this already. Because it sits below the edge. But that's all right. Yeah, no kidding. Don't do that to the bearing. All right. Are you guys enjoying the fact that the playlist is actually working correct today? All righty. So we take the other MR85 bearing. Yeah, it's got to be talking about these two bearings because these are the only ones that came in the kit. Two bearings. And now we need the shuttle. Let's clean that up a bit. And we've been live for what, 38 minutes? So the shuttle goes right there. It's kind of hard to see because it's a white extruder. Let's zoom in here. You know what? I wonder. Stand by, everybody. Let's take the V0 and set it down here. See if I can get you guys a better viewing angle. Yeah, those are the same. Now we got this one. Get up there. Too many cables, everybody. Yeah, here we go. Clean some parts out of the way. There we go. Look at that. Now we got a better viewing angle. Hey, what's up, Heidi? Whoops. Of course, the camera for me is, there we are. That got all messed up. There we go. Look at that. Now you guys have a much better angle. You just chilling with some games? Nice, Bald. Nice. Huh. All right. So we have the shuttle put in. Now we're going to put the guider. Which goes on the side. Trying to remember the orientation properly. It goes like right there. Ow. And then on top of that, we have the latch. Just goes like that. And then we put the mid body on. But before you put the mid body on, these cavities are here for a reason. Make sure that they're cleaned up. Or else they won't fit properly. I have built enough extruders so far in my life to understand some of these things. There we go. Clearance and tolerance is everything building these things. Because if you don't have the clearances and tolerances right, they don't work right. Period. So we're about halfway there. So we need 3 M3x25s to sandwich this puppy together. What did I do with them? What did I do with them? M3x25s right there. And this is referred to as the mini stealth burner. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff, because you know what? Why not? All it does is help the algorithm, helps me out, tells me that you love me. Hmm. What do we got going on here? Oh, it's just not aligned. There we go. I know you do, Vince. I appreciate you. I'm just giving people crap. I'm doing this just for posterity's sake. You know, if anybody watches today, that's great. If not, that's, you know, that's their not their problem. Their prerogative. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't say it right because I just want to document me building a Voron V0 for the first time. You know, this is an exciting time for me. Check the orientation. All right, so here's one of the things that a lot of people get stuck at when building these types of, well, any types of hot end tool heads and extruders is what's the distance, man? What are the measurements here? Well, if you notice, it just says orientation. It just says orientation, man. It doesn't actually say anything else. So what I tend to do is plop that sucker down all the way towards the bottom with just about 1 millimeter of spacing. And that usually is going to be right at it. Make sure that grub screw is sitting right on the flat side of the D-rail of it. That way it grabs nice and tight. And then just drop her in. That's all I got to do. Just drop her in. And the one big problem with this particular tool head that I can see right now is you cannot see your clearance at all. There's no way to check that. There's none. Zero. Zip zilch. Nada. But it feels like it's grabbing, so we're going to go with it. And then we have the back plate, which we flop over. So we need M3x6, a button head, M3x10, and an M3x6. Pretty simple. M3x10, M3x8, M3x10. There should be one tool head. That's all we got. One tool head, guys. Now we have to go grab a piece of filament. Urgh. Align the drive gears. Oh man, guys, I just got this like, I don't know if I could have done this more perfect. And let me put this extra grub screw in there before I lose it. I mean, I tossed it in, you know, we tossed this together and it's just doing its thing right there. Yeah, perfect. It's just perfect. I mean, there is a little bit of a clearance issue with the plastic here, but that'll wear down. Oh, hold on. My back's gonna give out. I'm gonna have to sit. Oh, Lord. Ow. Yeah, that's like almost perfect. The funny part is it's telling me align the drive gear, and it's showing you an access port here where you can see the this model, you cannot see that drive gear at all. It's just not possible. You cannot see it. So that's funny. To me, that is absolutely just hilarious. You'd actually have to take this completely apart in order to do that. But voila! Get it down here so you guys see it. So we have a Moon's stepping motor. Did this come with this kit? I don't know if this one came with this kit or not, but this is what we're going to use. Yes, we have light teeth marks, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, we're good, we're good. We gotta put the fans in. We gotta put the fans in, y'all. So we have controller fan, and we have HE fan. He fan. I don't even know which brand these are. Alrighty. So these are little sick little guys. That, man, these are some serious tolerances. I'm not sure how these are going to fit. These do not want to slide in. It's got to be interesting, everybody. Very interesting indeed. It says they should just go straight back, but that is untrue. I could take and just sand a little bit off on top here or on the bottom, one of the two. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is file the slots just a pinch. I have my, yeah, we got a file over here. Yeah, my little diamond file kit. Anybody else got this kit? These files. I love these things. It's like a $10 kit from Harbor Freight. Or Temu or Amazon, they're all the same. Now I can see from the way this particular model was designed that it's designed as an incline, so it actually pinches it in. Needle files. Yes. Needle files. I've had this set for, about 4 or 5 years now. And the great thing is they get dirty, jammed up, just clean them. Come on. It is just on the edge of there. There we go. And snap in. Perfect. Perfecto amundo. Now, the other side. How are we going to do this? File on eraser. That works too. Yeah. So this side, it wants us to take the cable and route it up top. Nice little cable channel there. Look at that, everybody. Nice little setup right there. And now we put in the hot end fan's got to go in first. What are we doing here? If the text says it's blurry for me. Well, we are putting together the mini stealth burner to go on our little Voron V0. So both of these cables need to be wired through this path, it looks like. Just like that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, my nose! Oh, that ain't gonna work. We're gonna need a lens wipe. Can't see out of my glasses. By the way, everybody, be sure you check out the Makers Making podcast over on Projects in Dad's Garage channel tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be there. So that's incentive enough. I have no idea what our mission is tonight, but it's always a good time. We go chasing squirrels professionally. All right, we have the fans installed. Now we have our pancake motor, M3x10s. 2 of these babies. Okay, for some reason it wants the motor wires up. You guys see in the diagram, it wants the motors up. So we're gonna put them up. I don't really prefer that they have motor wires up, but I don't understand why we need such long screws. But we will find that out here shortly, apparently. Those are really long screws for this very short path. But we are following the instructions. the LDO Voron build guide. So, not what our instincts tell us, not what logic tells us. And, oh, well, what's this? There we go. Make sure there's no binding in it. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Yep. The spacers, I got it. See, well, I was going through there. Like I said, there's probably a reason. See, look, M3 by 10, are you sure? That's literally a question that apparently everybody asks. Better get your bifocals out. Adjusting your motor backlash. Okay. We'll deal with that later. All right. Now we're going to install our print head. Our hot end. Which we are running this baby right here. And we've got screws that came with it, so we're going to go ahead and utilize the said screws. If they're long enough. They might not be. I'm gonna have to clean those holes out. There's a bits of stringing in there, which shouldn't be there. That's very strange. I just noticed that. Fascinating. Fascinating, chat. Now, let's just get these screws started. Let's see, well, we're about an hour and 11 minutes so far. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad today. Do I think I'm actually going to get this finished today? Probably, but it won't be during this stream. Admitted. Well, maybe it will be. I mean, we got a lot of time before the podcast tonight, so. Question is do I want to take a nap before the podcast or not? There is one nice thing about this setup. It is stupidly easy to change out the hot end on this. Okay, now we need to get ourselves some PTFE tube. Oh, got some. No, do I have them in the toolbox? Normally I have a small chunker or two in here. Apparently I don't today, but we do have a boatload of it over here. Yeah, that's a piece of brand new stuff right there. Let's go grab a pair of cutters, which actually I do have in the toolbox. I didn't have to go anywhere. So let's waste just a tad bit. Make sure we get a nice flush cut. And then we're going to take our calipers, if I can find said things. Or a ruler. Rulers will work too. I need a pen or something or another. There we go. I have these fancy fine point pens just for this purpose, guys. Good enough, I can see the mark. And voila. There we have it. Now, according to the instructions, oh yeah, the Swiss multi-tool also should measure that. So if we actually stack this on top here, looks like I was actually just a tad bit over. What do you know? The question is this measurement wrong? Or is the Swiss multi-tool wrong? But we took care of that. And what do we need here? Yeah, it says cut flush. Don't use a razor blade to cut PTFE tube, people. Use an actual cutter. Mark it and cut it properly. Just do yourself a favor. Are we going to tell us? Oh, M3 by 35s. I'm like, are we going to tell us what screws we need here? M3 by 30s. M3 by 35s. And if your spacing is correct, this literally should just, for the most part, drop right in here. And you push in and then push up. Voila! And there we have it, everybody. Fully built tool head with extruder. Now, let's zoom out and bring the printer back up. Put some tools away here. Now, before we put this on, we got to do a little cleanup here. We left the belts along a look, when I put the belts on. So we're going to clean the belts up a little bit. What did I do with my tool? There it is. My tools are everywhere. There we go. And before we put that on, we're going to just do a little bit of snugness there. That way we know that that is nice and snug. Hang on, y'all. Oh, wifey brought me something to drink.
The bottom's kind of janky.
Okay.
But it pops in when it puts down. Be careful.
Thank you, wifey.
You're welcome.
Wifey brought me something cold to drink. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, there we are. Now we're going to put the bed on. Before we do that, I'm going to take a quick break. So what we're going to do is let me do this. We're going to turn that camera off, turn that camera off, turn the manual off, and I'm actually still going to be talking to you guys, but I'm going to just back up off of the screen here. There we go. Now you guys can see it better. And I'm going to stand back and do some stretches and stuff because I'm about ready to fall over. Oh God, that popped bad. That was one of those that did not feel very good. Hopefully it'll feel better though. So those of you that are still watching, what are your guys' plans for the weekend? Oh, Lord, that hurt. Yeah, that isn't actually an FKR2 in that board. I'm missing an HDMI 5 screen somewhere in either the shop or the house, and I need to find it. I don't know, would anybody want an extra stream this week? You know, about, you know, doing the Atlantis thing, because I'm still printing parts for it, so. You're working on plumbing Saturday and a cookout Sunday. Man, that sounds good. Not the plumbing thing, but the cookout. I actually might do something like that this weekend. Get the barbecue cleaned out and up and running. Maybe I'll barbecue some, since steak is so damned expensive, I might do some seafood and some chicken, one of the two. And, you know, it's a pretty damn sad thing when seafood is cheaper than chicken, than steak. I haven't figured that one out yet. Oh, yeah. You're saying something about that. Running new water lines to the new bathroom. Oh, so how far is David into his build? Since I'm streaming, I have to live vicariously through you guys. What a nice machine. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're on mobile. You can only view one. Well, I appreciate you being here with me, Brad. It looks really nice. Well, thank you. This is the Voron V0 0.2 R1. And we are just over, believe it or not, we're actually just over half done. But the rest of it is pretty quick. Yeah, I remember you being here. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So we're going to go back in time in the instructions, by the way. And the next thing we're going to do is actually do the bed install. This chunky, thick piece of aluminum here. Man, this is a nice little chunk of aluminum. We got to put some heat sets into the knob. What's up, Mythic? So when we get done stretching and doing our things here, I'll have things prepped for that. Now, mind you, the machine won't be completely done when I call it done today, because I'm not putting all the panels and everything on today. But I do want it electrically done and the kinematics working, and I do want it printing. According to what I've seen, this is an amazing little kit. And I do want another one, because this one is going to be going on the Voron PC project. I now want another one that I can put in the house on my desk or anywhere I want. Thank you for those 30 biddies, Mythic. I appreciate you. But I want one where I can play around with it, I can mod the hell out of it, and do all the little fun things that I can't do with this one. This one is going to have some really cool mods to it, but it can't be as visually changed as the other one. All the cool skirts and stuff that you can do. You know, this one is going to be a mirror image, basically, of the Voron PC that I have built that is sitting on the other desk here, that I'm standing next to. And there is a reason why I put a sheer metric ton of extra drop nuts on this left side. Because it's just so much easier to mount it screwing through the 2020 extrusion, mounting it to the machine this way than it is the other way. This music is playing from 1996. Can we change it? No, this is not 1996. This is actually 2025. I wrote this music. All of the music that you're hearing on the stream, I wrote. Yes, in fact, I do. Do you have Spotify, my friend? Go look up Captain Kern on Spotify. or Apple Music or YouTube Music. I don't have any of this published on it yet because I haven't published it because I want it for myself. But some of my, I have published some of my songs over there. And I will say, yes, they are in fact, you know, I wrote all of my lyrics. I produced all of my own songs. However, they are in fact done by AI because I can't actually play musical instruments any longer. Arthritis took that ability away from me. So I use AI in order to generate the songs I write. That is the true benefit of AI for me. I write the score, I write the lyrics, the whole jazz. And then I just send it over to AI and say, make it. And then I go through about 4,000 interpretations until I find a version that is acceptable. And I'm still never happy. Ask my wife, she gets annoyed with me. And then I put my headset on. Okay. I think I've recovered enough here. Hold on. There we are. Oh, all right. So, the bed. Now, it's going to be a little bit, you know, it's not going to be much harder, but it's not going to be as comfortable, I should say, putting the bed on. With the tool head on. But we're going to do it nonetheless. So we have our nice full piece of aluminum here. So we got to put some heat sets in the adjustment knobs. And we're going to need bed springs. Wing. Yeah, you can ask my wife in chat. My wife is KidCat20 there, 20 KidCat. I got very depressed when I was not able to play guitar any longer. It was a sad day. Very sad day for me. I forgot that I actually have to put this stuff back into the Kirigami bed too. But we'll do that here in a minute. Have to tip her on her side or something to do that. So let's back up a few steps in the instructions. Let's turn the instructions back on. Are we winning? Well, my name is not Charlie Sheen, so I couldn't tell you. I think that's all we have to put heat sets into. I am not sure, but if not, we'll dig it back out. So we have the front, and this is the top right here because we have the holes in the top. You guys can't see that because it's stupidly bright. And we have a magnetic sheet that goes on the top. But we don't put that on just yet. But we do put the bottom on. So let's move the printer out of the way yet again. And let's go get some isopropyl alcohol and a paper towel. Or two. Because we need to prep the surface. Because this needs to be nice and clean. You got to be clean, I say. Clean. Whoa! Threw that right on top of the heater. So this is our little bed heater. Right here. It applies with some very nice little 3M stickum. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go put some gloves on so I don't touch it again and then reapply oils to the bed. It's slightly hazardous to your health. Yeah! Safety second, everybody. Make sure we get all the oils off of this, nice and cleany. Because the one thing we don't want is we don't want this thing coming off. Look at that, there's still oil coming off just from the actual metal itself. I would suggest using a respirator inside. Well, I don't have a respirator, but I do have a pirate hat. Would that work? All right. All right, so front, bottom, And we're going to stick this sucker basically right in the center. Yep. Thermal fuse. While not required to operate the printer, the thermal fuse is attached to the heater pad with RTV adds an additional layer of protection. And blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, it's right here. So is it supposed to be screwed down? Because it doesn't really say. Okay. Damn, this thing's hot. We have M3 by 40s. We need the long bastards. We're gonna need these later, so we can keep those out. Keep that over there. M3 by 35. Toss that. Ah, there we are. M3 by 40s. We're going to need 3 of these. And then we need M3 nuts and washers. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Now we can just reuse the other one because why not? Clean the top. Oh, my nose is itching. And we got to bring out the bed plate. And I've always found it easier with these, even with the bigger ones, to just take off the backing and then just take it and just put it on exactly with the actual bed on it. Because it's easier to square that way. Look at that. Perfect. Guys, what does that say? What does that say? We are getting closer and closer, and I'm super excited. So we're going to set this out of the way. Bring the V0 back up here. And we're going to put her on her side. So this goes right here. Sorry about this, guys. Oh my gosh. I just had a shooting pain go through me. Oh. That didn't feel good. All right, so there's that. And then we actually need to turn this over and get the drag chain, drag chain. Yeah, can't speak 'em English. So if this moves here, this goes to here. I'm trying to think of how all this goes together from the origami for the drag chain. I was looking this up last night, and I was having that devil of a time thinking of it. It's actually not important at this point. Not important. What is important is getting the bed on. Because I can always take the bed off and fix it that way. Oh. Stand by. So I imagine that's what this little hole is for right here. So what we need, what we've got here is failure to communicate. And voila, we have one thermal fuse mounted. And now this says that it wants three washers and then 3 springs. Don't ask me why I'm still wearing these gloves. I just haven't taken them off. Which I'm going to do right now. Whoops. Okay. Not much to see since it's all on the bottom of this, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to print bigger thumb nuts for this because these suck. I got big ass hands. Yeah, that's a no-go for that one right there. There's got to be a special standoff or something there, because yeah. Yeah, we're just going to set that aside for the moment. That little piece there, just something doesn't jive. Something ain't jiving, folks. All right. That hand's hurting, so we're going to use this hand. I have to get different colored springs too. Or may have to change those out to silicones. I don't ever trust springs on printer beds anymore. Do you guys? Sorry, after dealing with enders for so many years, it's just not something I'm a fan of anymore. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, going to shopping on Amazon, see if I can find some aluminum thumb wheels, some taller ones that fit my fat thumbs. There we go. We have a bed. Oh. We already have done the print head. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're coming closer towards the end of the manual here. Yeah, I saw the drag chain. But it's the top of the drag chain for the Kurigami mount that I've got to figure out. Oh, now we're into electronics and wiring. Well, here's the thing is we're not doing their standard electronics amount, so yeah, about that. Flip the printer. Well, this is what the back panel looks like here. And then we need to find a panel for, it says mid panel. Of course it doesn't say mid panel. But it's going to have all sorts of holes already punched in it. So I imagine it's this guy right here. So it says, secure the rear panel. You want to tell me just exactly how? So it had us preload 4 nuts in total. So now we have to figure out how to line up these damn holes. And all that crap. Well, there's not really a way for it to slide into an extrusion here. Oh man, was I close on to getting that. M3x6, baby. What did I do with them? That's M3x8. There they are. Okay. And And then we just drop this down right in here. One there. Two there. Three there. Yep, it's a screw on for this back panel anyway. For the electronics back, panel. I need to actually loosen these. And get my little make my adjustments. And now, ladies and gents, we're going to be putting this in. Now, this is the PhysiTech EMS system. And I actually haven't used this in any projects yet. So it's going to be pretty interesting. So we have the SKRP, the Pico mount right here. And from my understanding, you want to make sure you have all of the stuff that you want mounted on this, like immediately, because if you don't, it's a pain in the ass. Especially on this thing, because you have to tape this on. Let's get all of our little mounts here. Still don't have any idea what that was for. Huh. Oh, there's a couple more pieces. I was like, I know I printed more than that. A lot more. Okay. Guys, it is 2 o'clock. It is time for another break. I've got to get up and move around. If I don't, we'll be in a lot of trouble. So I'm still going to be here talking to you guys, watching chat. But my back is all tore up today, something awful. But I was not going to disappoint. I promised everybody we would get this thing as close to completion as possible. And we're working on that as diligently as we can. I don't know, that looks pretty sick though. I like the look of this. Oh yeah. Should we go Raspberry Pi or should we go Kick Pi? Kick Pi is a faster, but a lot smaller little machine. Huh. Good question. Wifey says kick pie. Was it still playing the same damn tune over and over again? I wasn't paying attention. It was, wasn't it? And this is even in a damn playlist. What is going on? You know, I wonder it's because every one of these songs is labeled untitled, so it doesn't know which is which. I'm so sorry, guys. I think that's what it is. I think it's because I never named any of these songs. They're all labeled untitled. That's probably what it is. Oh, lovely. Here, let's see. I have other stuff to play. Playlists. Here, let's do this. Let's see if it does this. These are all named songs that are mine, by the way. So if YouTube, Twitch, or anybody else bitches, these are all mine.
Mixing up the vibe, got the whole place jumping, feeling so alive. In the club, we don't care about the stress. another bottle, let the champagne fly. Got the swagger and the style like we own the place. Living life large with a smile on our face. No time for worries, just
God, I think I wrote this
tonight's all about having fun, nothing more. Dance like there's no tomorrow, feel the
3 years ago. And then I actually put it into an AI bot to make it 2 years ago. Fun fact, everybody, did you know that the artist Prince actually wrote every genre of music? Country, rock, pop, R&B, jazz, every one of them. He's one of my musical heroes. Same thing with Willie Nelson, actually.
Where we own the night.
All right. Let's see if I can make it through the next little while here. So what we're going to need to do now is I actually need to bring up Physitech.
Yo, welcome to the club where the beats are loud, bass bumping so hard, make the crowd get wild. From the neon lights to the floor that's hot, we keep it rocking non-stop, never gonna stop.
It did it. Yeah, it's not doing it. That is so freaking weird.
On the decks, mixing up the vibe, got the whole place jumping, feeling so alive. In the club, we don't care about the stress, just wanna.
I don't know what the heck's going on. All right, so I need to find an actual picture of this being installed. So this mounts upside down. Okay. That is so unfortunate that it mounted that way, that the print just kind of screwed up, but that's all right. We're going to use it. I need some VHB tape. Some right there. Nope, that is not the VHB tape. That is the 10 mil. God, see, this I got to pay attention because I'm grabbing the wrong things. Where is the thing with the VHB tape in it? Where is it? Oh, it's right on top there. I'm an idiot. Hey, look, you changed songs, guys. Huh. I'm an idiot. There are screw holes in this. I don't need this at all. There are actually screw holes in this. Well, it won't go to waste. I got to clean this up. What you building? Made in Portugal. We're building a Voron V0. What are you building these days? And welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, this did not print well for this right here. That's all right, we'll fix it. What is a Voron V0? It's a little 3D printer. It is a little 3D printer with a build volume of 120 by 120. So I set it on shuffle and it played the song I just played. That's hilarious. Do you get screws where the den normally goes? It looks like it. It does appear to be factually that direction. You're into miniature painting? Well, you know what? That is cool as hell. I envy those that can do miniature painting because I am not that skilled. Good enough. And what we're going to do, because let's be honest, this is not going to stay this way for very long. Yeet. So we're going to just set that just like that for now, so we can slide our anchors in from the top. So back to the V0 manual here. Let's see. So in their setup, they've got the pie on the left and this on the right. So we'll go ahead and keep with that orientation. But since Wifey has voted for me to use the kick pie, Wifey, is there another kick pie, one of these on my desk? If there is, can somebody bring it out to me? Because I think it's already pre-programmed. I think it already has a card and everything in it. So let's go ahead and add our anchors in to the bottom here. Are we just supposed to put heat sets in these things? To me, that just looks like it'd be easier to just put heat sets in the damn things. Like, I mean, honestly. Let me go back and look here. You don't see one? Well, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it looks like people are putting heat sets in them, so I guess that's what we're going to do. Do we just use standard M3 heat sets? Yep, that's what it looks like. M3 heat sets. Okay, that's what we're going to do, people. Let's turn on the iron. Let her warm up. And while we're doing that, I'm turning the air conditioner on. Because it's hot in here. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, apparently Discord's down. I heard that. I can't talk to my friends. Well, you can talk to me, GTR Dad. I'm your friend, aren't I? I thought I was your friend. Now you say I'm not. I'm sad. Huh. Discord seems to be up with me. I don't know. What do you think of my V0? You don't want to hear me sing, brother. 20 years ago, hell yeah, I'd sing. Not anymore. I'll make every cat in the neighborhood yowl. And I ain't talking my own neighborhood, I'm talking all of your neighborhoods. Well, yeah, it's from the backside, but yeah. What time is it, y'all? 2:30. 2.5 hours until Maker's Making Podcast, y'all. You can't miss it tonight. We're going to be talking squirrels, more squirrels, and possibly more squirrels. Very nice, very nice. Well, mine's going to be matching the Voron PC. So, but now I've convinced myself that I need a second one, just so I can mess around and do fun stuff with it. So I'm thinking after I pay off about $400 or $500 on my credit card, I'm going to buy another kit. Which also means y'all need to like, subscribe, watch a bunch of my videos on YouTube, share, and all that good crap. That way I can make that ad revenue, because, you know, I don't beg for, you know, subs and memberships and all that, so... There is also exclamation tip, but I don't beg for it. I mean, I'm not afraid of grifting, but I don't overly grift. You know, I think it's, you know, just wrong to do that, because I'm just privileged that y'all are spending time with me. You and me both, brother. I've got the Ender 5 to Mercury 1. I've got the Ender 6 to Trident Project. I've got the Ender 3 Max Neo to Ender Wire project coming up. I have so many of those projects, and I do need to raise funds for all the parts and all that. You know. But one project at a time, right? Excuse me. I'm coughing right into the microphone. Don't ask me why I'm doing that. All right, so let's see. These should just directly line up. So I'm going to have to go one more in. There's just not enough clearance on that side. Yeah, somebody saw. I saw the same one, the NG into a tool changer. You know, Sergey Ibris built a tool changer for the do ender, and I have a do ender sitting right back here. It's a heavily modified do ender. It's much faster than Sergey's. I'm thinking tool changer on it eventually. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. All right, so let's get some M3 by 6 hardware. And I was actually pretty impressed with Sergey's tool changer because it's stupidly simple. M3 by 6. Do I have any M3 by 4s? Because that would actually make more sense. Yeah, I do. They're over here. I only need 2. There's 1. Somehow they got mixed in with these M3 by 6s, which irritates me. There we go. There's 2. Where'd it go? So I took the actual piece over here too. Don't ask me why I do things like this. I just don't know why I do things like that. What the heck? Dogs are outside. You're out? All right, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you. So for that one, it doesn't, the M3x4 does not seem to be long enough. Oh, I inset that one a little bit too far down. That's why. Did I do that? Little Urkel there for y'all. So I guess we will do M3x6. I really just didn't, didn't see a need for that, but now I see wisdom. Now, here's the question. Okay, so we've got these M2x10s. And they just seem to be a little long for this purpose. Sadly, I don't have any other self-tapping screws that are this small. And I mean, I don't think I have any. I need to go buy an assortment or something, because I don't use them very often. Like in any projects or anything. Do 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 do. So this machine, like I've said in the previous streams, it won't be keeping these electronics for very long. Whether I go, I'm able to actually get the electronics that I want or not, doesn't really matter. They will be going with different electronics in the end. Oh yeah, we were gonna use. Now, what did I just do with it? Oh, it's right there. We're gonna have to use an offset. I can already see that. Get in there. Get into your home. Don't you want to go home? So if we line that one up, and we line that one up, we should be okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know why my wife's dog is barking right now. Nope, that's not going to function. So I may actually have to go print the big Tree Tech pie or design a quick mount for this, or do what a lot of people do and they just screw directly into one of these mounts, which just sucks, which I don't want to do. But everybody, I'm going to call it for the day because I have a podcast to do in 2 hours, 15 minutes, and I need to take a break. So y'all, thank you guys for joining me today. I think I'm going to be working on this while I do the podcast just because why not? So you guys have a great rest of your afternoon. I'm actually going to redirect. Let's see, let me get the mouse up here. Let's see. Everybody over on oh, damn it. Sorry about that, everybody. Everybody on the YouTubes, I'm going to go ahead and redirect you over to the podcast for tonight. I hope to see you guys there. So we will see you later on. Have a great one, everybody.